Hey, welcome to the home of Black Titanic. Oh, 12 noon, so it's still grand rising. Anytime you wake up, it is grand rising. Great to be up in the land of the living. I've been sick, you guys. I've been in the hospital, and I'm recovering, but I feel better today. Let me say hi to Sure Howard. Hi, Sure Howard. How are you doing? May. Hey, May. Grand rising to you. Sun Kiss. Oh, Sun Kiss is in the house. Grand rising to you. She's saying hey to May. Doing well. How are you? Pinky, the housewife, is here. She's speaking to everyone. Hey, May. What's up, May? Hey, I'm just speaking to everybody. May. Reno. Hello, Reno. How are you? Yes, I'm just speaking to everybody. Mary Brown. And let me just do house rules. I put this ticker across here, but I gotta take the ticker back off when I get finished because it freezes up my videos when I'm trying to do my commentary. But anyway, everything is allegedly on this channel, you guys, right? All things on Black Titanic channel is fair use and for entertainment and education purposes. In my opinion and my guest opinion and fair use. So as you guys know, y'all know that I've been getting back to back copyright issues. I don't think that YouTube is being fair because all of those videos they sent through there, they approve, they check before it goes through to see if this is a copyright. They will let you know if it's a copyright, but somehow or another they can dig way back. So I'd just like to tell you guys that this is coming from the higher up. It's not coming from no little bitty content creator like y'all think it is. Some of y'all got all of y'all theories, but it'll have to come to somebody on higher up. And we do have a blogger we know that's in a very higher up position than we are. He's also a producer and a creator of many shows. So I'm not calling no names. Y'all can figure it out. There's a possibility that it's that person. This thing is, I'm gonna put this up, y'all. This banner up that Melody says. Let's see, Melody. Right here. Let's read this together, you guys. So Melody put this up. I can't hardly see. It says super dope, right? Man, when I say you can sit back and let people run their mouth and mess up their own, I was hoping bad. Tough. When talking too much goes wrong. Yeah. Trust in God, y'all. Trust in God. Hashtag trust in God. When talking too much goes wrong. Now, this man said his butt on social media. He's been on social media making his round. He on Tasha K. Talking too much, you guys. He thought what he was going to do is belittle Melody. He thought he was gonna just create a smear campaign when it came to Melody, but he talked too much, and his hands is not clean. He talked himself on up until who got him, y'all? Yahoo! A big old fancy Yahoo. Yeah, you made your way into Yahoo. Yeah. And everything you said, we can sum it up. Yahoo said they don't believe nothing you say. You could never convince them that Mel is an aggressor. Did y'all see on Tasha K where he tried to make it look like Mel was this big old boogeyman? He told myself, yeah, Melody, she's big. She's the aggressor. She is the aggressor. She is big. And Tasha K said, Melody, that little bitty woman. Oh, well, she bad feet 7, and Arian, she bad feet 2. She a little bitty or something. Arian been looking like a all this season. Arian been looking like a linebacker for 2 seasons in a row. But he can't convince us that this woman is a big old woman. And then you weak anyway. You supposed to be a man. I don't care how big a woman is. You supposed to be a man because the higher power in itself has made men stronger than women. We stronger in other ways, but physically with strength. That is how the higher power made. This is a weak man, you guys. When I say a weak man mentally, everything about him is weak. That goes to that sermon that T.D. Jakes said, yeah, you've been swallowed up. You so weak till you've been swallowed up by a harlot, by somebody that's supposed to be mentally slow. You've been swallowed up by somebody that's mentally slow. How do that happen? How could a person that you dating with right now help you destroy your family because you are mentally weak? You and Arian both of intellectual and excuse me, y'all, excuse me, intellectual inferior. Y'all inferior. You inferior to Mel and everybody that works on Mel team. Got the nerve to say that Don was the help. And man, I would love to have Don on my team. That's the kind of help you need. Don bringing all them bags, making all these jobs and dreams come through. Melody already outlined her dreams. All she have to do is step through the doors. But you gotta have those connections to step through the door too. He got the nerve to say that this girl right here, bed bug, that bed bug would outshine Melody if she got on that show. How is you gonna outshine the creator, right? If you such a boss, why don't you take her? Every event this man have, we don't see Arian on his arms. We see everybody on his arms except for Arian. If you really believe that this woman was so sophisticated, if you really believe that Arian was such a boss so she can outshine Mel, why don't you have her on your arms? Why don't you take her to all your events around your successful friends? You could have took her. You didn't even take her to Stormy party. And that was outside in the pasture where the goats and the dogs and the cows was at. She wasn't even good enough for that. Yet, you want to tell us that this woman it will outshine Melody. Y'all do it. Take her. Take that woman and go. Y'all go make y'all own money and quit trying to live off of Melody. Anyway, you guys, welcome. This is Black History Month. This month is it's the month that Black Wall Street was suffering down there in Greenville. Y'all know Black Wall Street. These black people after the Civil War, they had built up a community. They even had airplanes, they had airports, they had dentists' office, they had doctors' office, they had movie theaters, they had cars, they had schools, you name it, libraries, they had it in that community. I went down there on the 100th anniversary, I think about 3 or 4 years ago, where I went with my comrades, the Black Panther comrades. In fact, a whole lot of all of us went down there to help celebrate the 100th anniversary of Greenwood. So, and this time, just think, y'all, this time at over 100 years ago, our ancestors were being bombed and murdered. The whole, just wiped out a whole community because of their jealousy, because they felt like these black people was outshining them and they did not deserve what they had. They went in there and deleted the entire community. Except for you do have some of the peoples that are still alive today. And yeah, they over 100 years old. They still alive. Got in front of Biden. Biden still, and just pointing hard out to Biden. Biden still will not give these people reparation. He just sit up there all cold faced towards these people. They always will say, when we try to collect what our ancestors deserve, they may say, well, they dead and gone. But in this case, you can't say that everybody was dead and gone, because these people, it was a brother and a sister, and I'm sorry, y'all. It was a brother and a sister, and some other victims that all almost over 100 years old. They testified in front of Biden, and that man turned his nose up and still would not reward these women. You don't have no excuse because they're in your face. Ain't nobody asked you for the whole community. Could have gave the people that was alive something. But anyway, you guys, I'm gonna get on through there. We're gonna go on through the Black history first. Black history. Well, I'm talking about the Seminoles. The Black Seminoles is what we're going into. They were your ancestors. When y'all talk about Indians, y'all always think of the red man as the Indians, but we were here first, even before the red man got here. But the Seminoles were never captured. These are black Indians. It was a few red men in there where they had mingled and mixed together. I think over 100 years. I mean, they wreaked havoc over this country. They never would go into slavery. And here you go, we're talking about the Black Seminoles. And then the Deacon of Defense, they were a group. My grandfather belonged to the Deacon of Defense. The Ku Klux Klansmen would just come in your community just like they did Black Wall Street, do what they want to do with you. You know, they can delete you. They burn your house down. They hang you. They did everything, and the government wouldn't do nothing. So the Deacon of Defense was a group of black men, my grandfather, my uncles, and a whole lot of other black men. They were all scattered all over the United States. They got together to protect the land, women, and children, and property. Shout out to the Deacon of Defense. All right, you guys, I'm going to put this video up. Black history first. Oh. I'm going to have to take this ticker off. I already know that.
A little bit of Dances with Wolves thrown in, a story decades long of oppression and freedom fighting. I don't understand why there hasn't been more attention to John Horse and the Black Seminoles, but hopefully we can correct this. John Horse and the Black Seminoles deserve to be remembered for a number of reasons. They created the largest haven in the U.S. South for runaway slaves. They led the largest slave revolt in U.S. history. They secured the only emancipation of rebellious slaves prior to the U.S. Civil War, and they formed the largest mass exodus of slaves across the United States, moving from the Florida Everglades through Indian Territory, what would become Oklahoma, eventually locating in Mexico, where they secured title to their own land. It's a remarkable story. It's overlooked not just by filmmakers, it's not well known in popular culture, and in fact, it's been overlooked by historians of slavery, if you can believe it. In the early 18th century, two groups in particular fled the colonial South into Spanish Florida, into the Everglades. One of these groups were Seminoles, who were migrating from the various colonies, just trying to avoid white encroachment, basically, trying to move someplace that white colonists weren't. And the other group was runaway slaves, people who were fleeing and trying to create a free life for themselves. Both were welcome in Florida. And in fact, the Spanish crown offered runaway slaves their freedom if they would defend the land for the crown, for the Spanish. So a mixed society emerged in the Everglades of intermarriage, family intermingling between these runaway slaves and the Seminoles. And in fact, the first legally sanctioned Black free town in the North American continent was in the Spanish Florida Everglades. After the American Revolution, people living in the southern states didn't really like living that close to a large armed population of former slaves, particularly when they were in league with the local Native American nation, the large armed group of free Seminoles. And they knew that their own slaves felt free to run away and be harbored by this group. They knew that they were welcomed. And so from George Washington's administration on, there was questions of what do we do about the problem of the Florida Everglades. In 1818, this was James Monroe's administration, General Andrew Jackson actually moved into Florida, invaded it, not authorized to do so. He was actually pursuing justice against those who'd attacked Fort Scott in Georgia, but he did it anyway. He went into Florida and claimed it for the United States. When he seized the peninsula, he took the opportunity to execute some of the people who opposed him and also to clean out some of the areas of former slaves and Seminoles because he felt that this would make it better for annexation. The United States then soon actually bought Florida from the Spanish. When Jackson became president, he decided to make sure that the Black Seminole communities were moved out by force. So he pursued this in his policy, his larger policy of Indian removal. This led to the Second Seminole War, which was 1835 to 1842, and became the largest and costliest of the so-called Indian Wars. Because the two communities were tied together, that is, the former slaves and the Seminoles, when the Seminoles were attacked in the Seminole War, this led to an uprising of the former slaves. In April of 1836, Black Seminoles and their Indian allies moved together to create what was the largest slave rebellion in U.S. history. This wasn't just a matter of runaway slaves. More than 385 plantation slaves ran away from their masters and joined the Black Seminoles, essentially in laying waste to the Florida sugar mills, which were some of the most valuable areas, plantations in the whole continent. One Seminole leader at the time was the leader Osceola, who is justly remembered by history. Another leader who rose up at this time was John Horse, who was ethnically a Black Seminole, and who would ultimately lead his people on a long and trying exodus for their freedom. In 1838, John Horse and the Black Seminoles agreed to stop fighting the U.S. government in exchange for moving to what was then considered to be Indian Territory, which is now today the state of Oklahoma, and for legal recognition of their freedom. So despite the fact many of them were runaway slaves, they would have the opportunity to start over again as free individuals. Once they moved from the Everglades to Indian Territory, however, they found that their freedom was under attack, both by whites and by other Native Americans. In 1848, a decade after they had made the agreement with the U.S. government, the U.S. Attorney General announced that the government never had the authority, the power to recognize their freedom. And in fact, they were still, those who had been slaves, still enslaved. This was like opening season on them, basically declaring that they were there for the picking. And so they did the only thing they could do. They fled once again. Without security in Indian Territory, Horse and his Seminole ally Coacuchi promptly went to Mexico, where slavery was already illegal and had been for a couple of decades. There, Horse became famous as a general in the Mexican army, and his people found a way to make a life. Once they relocated to Mexico, things changed. When slave catchers from the Republic of Texas went over the border to try to find the runaway slaves, now free men, they met resistance not only from the Black Seminoles, but also from the Mexicans and the Mexican army itself. Eventually, the Black Seminoles, led by Horse, gained legally recognized Mexican land, nacimiento. Why isn't this recognized today? Well, for one thing, historians tend to be historians of Native American history or historians of slavery, but there's not many that.
This is Black Titanic. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. This is the Olmec civilization, proving that blacks was in America before Christopher Columbus. They have fossils and all kinds of artifacts to show that blacks was here, and even the artifacts predate the Bible, yes. But anyway, we are still here. Notice the military helmet and the back of the Olmec's head. Locks or braid. African has always been skilled navigators, and the notions that African beat the European to the New World meant that they were highly intelligent. So the big lie begins that Christopher Columbus discovered America. During the 1940s, evidence of a advanced black civilization exists thousands of years before the red man and Columbus discovered America. Archaeology discovered bones and sculptured images and artifacts. The word Olmec means Amit, rubble people, and was part of Mesoamerican civilization, which thrived from 1200 to 400 BC, before Christ, you guys, and had a military, sophisticated penal system, and a booming economic base. They spoke Naha, and they were businessmen as they traveled along the coast, trading goods with others and developing agricultural crops. This is the Olmec civilization. Olmec, they were here before Christopher Columbus. We are still here. We are the Olmec civilization. This is Oma Patterson coming after you. Commander, Grandmaster J, leader of the Impact. As you can see, they're not violent. They're not tearing up anything. Their instruction from the commander was, you don't mess with anybody unless they bother you. We as Black citizens have the right to exercise our Second Amendment. The right to bear arms is what he's trying to teach you. The right to self-defense, to protect your families and your home and your community. Nobody else coming to save us. We have to save ourselves. So growing up, my grandfathers and my uncles and the men in the community that I knew were always known as the Deacon of Defense. The Ku Klux Klansmen was terrorizing our neighborhood. They were deleting us. They were setting houses on fire. You name it, they did what they wanted to do. Well, the Deacon of Defense was formulated as a result of protecting your home and your families. Here we go, y'all. The Deacon of Defense. We have always fought against racism. We have always fought against oppression.
Revisiting the past can be painful, but it can also be a powerful way to educate ourselves and others.
As part of our Black History Month series, we're celebrating people, positivity, and progress. So tonight, 7 Action News reporter Andrea Isom shares the stories of 3 Metro Detroit women and their experiences with the civil rights movement and a remarkable group called the Deacons for Defense and Justice.
So much time has passed for Juanita Howard and her sister, Waynette Huff. But there are so many memories. When they think about monumental moments from the past, they were sweet, innocent little girls growing up in Louisiana. Little girls who witnessed some terrifying things.
The Ku Klux Klan ran the town. I can remember crosses being burnt.
You were frightened and you were afraid when you saw that. It did what they wanted it to do. It did scare you.
But their dad made them believe that everything was going to be all right, like good fathers do.
He was one heck of a man.
Otis Martin Sr. was born in 1925. Mr. Martin was a military man. After proudly serving in the Army, he went on to work at a paper mill, which was not too far from home, fulfilling his responsibilities to take care of his family and to protect them, but not just them. It was the 1960s. The civil rights movement was marching on as the violence and torture perpetrated against Black people and those who stood alongside them, like the Congress for Racial Equality, well, the dangers they all faced from the Ku Klux Klansmen and some lawmen was abominable, and no one was doing anything about it. No one was trying to stop it until this day.
A group of Black men who gathered together July 10th, 1964, at a church in Jonesboro, Louisiana.
Their father, Otis Martin Sr., was one of them, one of the founding members of the Deacons for Defense and Justice.
They were formed to protect the civil rights groups that were coming to town. They selected people who were familiar with guns. They put that was from the Korean War, World War II. They gathered them together and they started the group with, and they were the first civil rights group to carry guns openly.
Thanks for being here, Carmel, and the rest of the content creators.
Protecting our corner to stop people from coming to burn crosses on it. And I remember plainly sitting out on top of his pickup truck with him, watching the corner to make sure that no one came to burn crosses on it.
It had to be a secretive group because they had jobs, and they could have lost their jobs if people had known who was a part of the group. They were some strong, brave men who was dedicated to their families and their country. And even the country, even though the country was doing nothing for them, they were dedicated to their country. All of them, were law-abiding. They were just some outstanding men. It fills you with a sense of pride that you have history that you can pass on
to their children and their grandchildren, like Taisha Vinson. Taisha is a producer here at Channel 7. And when she shared this part of herself, her history, the story of her great-grandfather, Otis Martin Sr., with us, we wanted to share it with all of you.
It's always been important to me to know more about where I come from. For me, it's always been about having the knowledge and being able to share it with others. But I hope that at some point in my career, I get to say that I made a difference. I want to be able to contribute just as much as my ancestors did. I have to make their sacrifices worth something. Otherwise, it was for nothing.
We are all so lucky to have Taisha Vincent at WXYZ. And she is already carving out her place in Black history, which is American history. I'm Andrea Isom, 7 Action News.
Certainly amazing stories that we have to continue to share generation to generation so we never forget.
Indeed.
And who says that Black men do not protect their families? Shout out to the Deacon of Defense. I don't know, you guys, when they telling our history, they always want us to look like that we were just chunks, that we were so afraid that our head was down. Yes, sir, no, sir. And we obeyed them. And the only reason that we're free today is because of us. Those people, they always want to say that President Lincoln freed the slave. He ain't freed no slave. Those slaves was being rebellious. They had turned on their owners. They had to do something. They had to let them go. But anyway, you guys, y'all know, y'all read up on the Seminole and Indians. Those are your ancestors now. Some of the Seminoles Indians were our cousins. We call them our cousins because they had kidnapped them and brought them over here as prisoners. They were not slaves. We were prisoners. They call everybody else prisoners except for us. Yeah, that was our Holocaust. That we had 400 years of Holocaust on this land, yet they don't even recognize that. But your ancestors never gave up. Some of y'all laugh at your friends and when they say, well, we got Indian blood in us. That's true. If y'all saw, that's why I put the Olmec civilization on there, because that was a civilization that they found. They found that's been over here way before Christopher Columbus got here. Some of you was not brought over here by the slave ship. Some of you were already over here. Some of you are native in this land. Every Black person that's in this land was not brought over here on the slave ship. The slave ship was told to you guys backwards. It ain't nowhere in the hell they bought millions and millions of slaves from over there because they couldn't make it. Most of those people that was already here, some of them had been recaptured. And some of them, they sent to Liberia, forced out of the country, the ones that they knew that could pass this history down to tell y'all that we are the true native of this land in America, not the Indians, not no clear person, not nobody, but your ancestors is the true native of this land. Some of them sent a lot of them to Liberia. That's how Liberia over there in Africa was formed. They sent a whole lot of the natives, the original people that was here already over there. Some of you need to do your research. Do you know if you were amongst the one that was on that ship, or were your family already here? Were your family already here? Are you native to this country? That's why when them clear people always tell me, y'all need to go back to Africa. If I tell you where to go back, where would you go? Where would you go? Where would a clear person go if I tell them to go back to their land? They don't know, because they say civilization started in Africa. That means that we were here millions and millions of years before any other race, any other color came into existence. We were here all over the world. Even Germany belonged to us. Irish belonged to us. Ireland belonged. The whole of Europe belongs to your ancestors. The Olmec civilizations, who they were called. And we do have black anthropologists. I was looking at one yesterday, where they go in and they study these bones. The bones will tell you how old these people are. And the farther on back in the BC, before Christ, we were here before Jesus was. We were here before Christ was. A lot of y'all don't want to hear that, because what that will do, step on your toes about who this man Jesus is. But we were here before that. Jesus even came into existence. Yeah, that's how far back our DNA go, before Christ. Yes. Okay, what else did I have on there? And then the deacon of defense. So those three people we have always fought, y'all. We always fought. We never gave up. But this generation right here, since the 60s, there not been a fight since the 60s to try to empower our children. The key is empowering the younger generation to come up. During the civil rights movement, and we're hollering no old people out there. There was kids out there in that civil rights movement that was determined that they were not going to live like that anymore. Okay, I'm finna say hi to y'all. Sun Kiss is saying hello. Janice Jacob. Hello, what's up, Janice Jacob? Oh, yeah, Camarel. I saw her out there. I don't know if she's still here, but you guys say hi to Camarel, Pink of the Housewife, any other content creator here. Just say hi to him. To Wonder Hill. Martel has a vagina. Yeah, we better get on that, you guys. Martel is so weak. He don't even protect his own kid. Do y'all know Martel talks so much that he even bought? I've seen several men now talk about Martel. They talk about him. They say he's a disgrace to a black man. Do y'all saw that preaching in the pulpit about love and marriage, Huntsville, y'all? I gotta find that. Yeah, even pastors preaching about love and marriage, Huntsville. They want to know, how can somebody with Carlos' lifestyle be over a married heterosexual couples? Yeah, how could they give heterosexual couples advice? Anyway, you guys need to find that sermon and hear it. But yeah, he said love and marriage, Huntsville on Network is what that pastor is in a pulpit preaching against. Okay, we're gonna go ahead on. I'm gonna bring it on to present. Next is Love and Marriage Huntsville, y'all. Y'all know the drill. But yeah, everybody been getting strike. I get strike over and over. Probably I ain't checked my email today, y'all, but every day, at least 2 of them a day, I've been getting a strike. Yes. Oh, shucks, what is this? All right, y'all, I'm coming. I'm trying to, I gotta go through present again. Y'all all right out there? How y'all doing today? How y'all doing? I know it's been a while since I've been on and talked to you guys, but I just been when I say under the weather, I mean under the weather. Let me see if this the video, y'all. I must have didn't name it. Shoot. Let's see what this is. Oh boy, y'all. They say I had the flu. Yeah, this is it. They say I had the flu, y'all. I felt like I was going to leave this world. is celebrating her boo birthday. Happy birthday. Yes, he's having his birthday today. She's in celebration. I'm going to tell y'all something. He's such a great dad because I am Facebook fans with this couple and they don't show that. I mean, they're always active in the community. This man right here always doing things with his kids. They are very into sport. Oh, look at Kiki when she was pregnant. They're so into sports, right? But they never show this. They never show Kiki and her husband doing family things. Yeah. Now their son is so much into sports until he is really he got all these professional colleges, not professional college, y'all, but y'all know what trophies. I'm trying to say. They're looking at this young man. I can remember when Tiffany made me mad because they moved to another district in order to, for their son to have a better chance when it comes to his athletic ability. Tiffany was trying to accuse them of just, giving other addresses so this child can qualify for his to be in this athletic event. But I really don't know why my soul said that she was jealous over Kiki and winning her life, over Teacher and winning her life, because my soul, you act like having a kid cramped your style. But this man right here is active into his children's life. He's active around the house. He takes care of his family, his children. He does it all, you guys. We don't see that. Now, that is a cute picture now. Anyway, happy birthday to you. Singing. Oh, look at Kiki when she was younger. They're such a cute couple, you guys. Yeah. Hey, man. Great dad. Great dad, man. Great dad. This is a beautiful couple, and I surely wish that I could see more of this on Love and Marriage Huntsville. But I tell y'all the truth, Kiki carried it. She carried that show last season. Yes, she did. Hey, you guys, I don't know what's going on. This is just stuck. Come on. All right, that was a happy birthday to Amen. Maybe I bought the wrong. Let me see if I can bring the other one out, you guys. That was a little shorty right there. Oh my God. Sorry about that. Anyway, that Tiki, we don't ever get to see things like that on Love and Marriage Huntsville. That is such a great family, and I would never know anything about Amen. But it's just that they're on my Facebook and all this stuff pop up on my Facebook. That man forever doing things with his children. Yeah. Oh my God. Where is my video at, y'all? Let me try this one. Oh Lord. Let's try this one. And that was happy birthday. And this one is a little Milani. Happy birthday to her. Let's put her up there. No, Boss Baby. This is Boss Baby. For Vanessa Roger Tracy is saying happy 8th birthday to my granddaughter Malia. Celine Hoax, aka Boss Baby. Hashtag official M&M kids. Hashtag Melody. Hashtag Love and Marriage Huntsville. Nubian TV. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, boss lady. Patricia Jolly is saying happy birthday to you, and so is Black Titanic. Happy birthday, boss baby. Happy birthday. I'm going to put this on now. Y'all come on up. I don't know what happened to my commentary. I don't know what happened to it. I don't even see it. I know I downloaded shit. Yeah, I did a commentary on Martel and his hateful ways. Let me see one more time. It ain't y'all just come on, let's talk. I did the commentary anyway, y'all. This is what it's supposed to be on the envious and jealousy of Martel. He admit that he's jealous over his wife. That's why he tried to do that smear campaign to block her success. I got it up here, but it's not registering. Oh shit, undefeated Seminole. Oh, let me go up some, y'all. Undefeated Seminole. Shit, video. I'm coming. If I can't find it, then y'all just come on up. We'll just talk about it. Cause I don't even see it. What's the date? Oh my goodness. I didn't download it. What's this one? One more. If this ain't it, then I'm going to bring y'all on up. Oh my goodness. I didn't download it. That's not it. Okay, y'all. Come on up. I'm bringing this up. That's not it neither. Shoot. I don't know where my commentary is at. Woo, all that work I did. I don't even see my commentary. Shoot. Okay, I got the link up, and y'all. At least y'all got the Black history. It was supposed to be about what concentrate on Martel and Bedbug. How he said that she could outshine Melody. So you guys can come on up and start talking. I don't even see it. I don't see my commentary. I thought I downloaded it. Okay. Hi, Pinky. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Good morning to all. And I'm so glad to see that you're doing better, Miss Titanic. I'm so glad to see that. Yes, I can hear it in your voice. And yeah, thank you everybody for being here, supporting Black Titanic and everything. And I'm just I remember that thumbnail that you that thumbnail on that thumbnail. I remember that picture. I remember that scene because that scene was when Melanie and some other celebrity was hosting a grand opening for that ballpark or something that was going on. They was doing the hosting for it. And Martel brought the kids up there to see her, and her mom was there, and he just coming up there in those little ugly shorts again, and everything looking like a hobo. And yes, and Melanie was looking all grand and beautiful, and you can look at his eyes. Look at his eyes, how he just envy. That's envy, and jealous, and wondering why you don't want to take me back. Look at me. Man, you look like a toe down fool. Oh, did I say that? I'm so sorry, Black Titanic. Oh, Lord. I'm so sorry. But he looked like a fool looking at him, just as jealous and like, and she could tell he wants her back, but Ninja, you're not going to get me back. But I remember that scene and everything. And that's when he realized he's missing out on all this grand stuff that she's doing. And I can believe I messed up. Look at her, and she ain't paying that narcissist no attention. And that's what's so bad about a narcissist. When you're the way she's sitting, I'm not paying you no attention. I don't feel you like that. You're nothing to me like that. that eats them up inside. That's why y'all see that look in his eye. He can't take it. He can't take it. But that's what he get. You wanted that coleslaw, so you got her. And she ain't gonna ever measure up to him. Because only way he's gonna let Melanie go is he got to find, like someone told me, somebody that's really into narcissists said he had to find somebody better and grander and beautiful, somebody that way tops Melanie. All them other little people that he been fooling around with, not gonna do it. He have somebody got to be better and bigger and beautiful than Mel. And
Okay, let me welcome Cheryl and is that melanated energy to the stage. And I'm gonna be looking for that video, so Picky would take over for me while I find my commentary in my file. But
okay.
go ahead on, Cheryl and melanated energy. You guys welcome.
Welcome, Cheryl and melanated.
Thank you.
Hello, love. How y'all doing?
I'm
Hello.
doing
How
great.
you doing?
I'm good. You know, it's funny how he see now that she nobody to play with. Because that video that he put out with her dousing all that lighter fluid all over the couch, you see Lauren recreated that video on her live. She acted exactly like Melody. She played Melody to the T. You talk about somebody that was crying. I mean, I was crying. Melody was having a fit. She was cutting up. She's taunting him with that video. That's the video he put out now. So now gonna see what it's like to be taunted and tormented, to sit back and see how good she look. Look how pretty she look. Look how pretty. I mean, she looking good. You hear me? Looking like money. Yeah. He can't stand it. Like you said, Mrs. Panky, he can't stand it. So he thought he was gonna taunt her with that video, and she ended up taunting him with it. Now she's using that same video against him. Then he takes all the videos down. He think he's slick. He's taking all the videos down, having Coleslaw take all the videos down, take everything off Instagram. When he don't realize all that stuff been screenshot already.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know why he's taking it down, don't you, Cheryl?
So he can go in court and lie.
Right.
Of course, like the pathological liar he is. The habitual liar he is.
Other baby, that little ninja of his.
But what he don't get is, did he not see? I'm sure from his fake Instagram page, he always watching her. So he didn't see Carlos and Melody on that tour. He didn't see all those mellometers that was there. A lot of those mellometers were content creators. They have given Melody all the screenshots. Knox on the boat with him. Him taking Knox to Spider-Man movie. All of that stuff. Melody has all those screenshots. So he's not doing anything slick. Because she got all the screenshots. She got the screenshots of the audio of Coleslaw saying how she would send Original Straight No Chase in the video if she wanted the video. Melody got all those screenshots. So how he gonna get out of it? Tell me, please.
You know what, Cheryl? Not to interrupt you, but you keep saying the screenshots, but also the content creators that put their stuff on, they still got it in their file, just like
still got it.
We still got that. Although we took it out of our lives or out of our videos, but you still have that in your file, because I still got my file with that in it. So anytime I need to bring that full video back up, I can just go in my file and just do it. I still got the file on my computer.
Exactly. Dawn already said, if you have any information or any other evidence that can help her, send it. So she's been getting all of those screenshots, so he could take everything down all he wants to, but she already has it. It's too late. The video that Lauren did on her live, that proves it right there. Melody has that video. She has the screenshots. So if she need more stuff, mellometers are going to send it.
That is true.
So I don't know what he think he did.
Got to remember, he's not smart.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Thank you, Cheryl. And go ahead and speak, melanated energy. Go ahead.
Thank you. I have a question. I want to know, were any male content creators' videos striked?
Yes. A lot of, I think a few of them was, but not like the women. I know I got to that, like that first morning when I woke up, when I first heard them, that they was being struck. And then by the night, I got 3 more. But the worst part about it is one of them that was struck that morning, I had it completely removed, whatever they said. But that was a 4-year-old video that was approved by YouTube with no issues, and it was
right. So that can't. So that means that you could go back and like have it, get the strike removed.
Yeah, I did. I went back. They found a 4-year-old video.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. I'm back, you guys.
Okay.
So, what we're gonna, I'm not gonna waste a lot of time on these strikes, y'all. Everybody's getting strikes, and what we're doing now is you just have to go back in there and you just have to fix it, and then that's all we could do. And they're saying that it's coming up from a higher up, Miss Melody energy. They saying that it's coming up from a higher up. This is nothing that the little small content creator could do. So it's coming up from somebody, and that's why I say the only highest blogger I know that's related to this is CK. So that's what I'm thinking. So, but anyway, I want to stir back to the content. I couldn't find the video, but I'm going to play this. You guys can listen, okay? This is what I want to talk about today.
We lose so many Black men emotionally, intellectually, just mentally, physically, just to rap along. Where something was supposed to be poetic and make us fall in love with each other, now it's turned into a weapon. And I don't see the art in it no more.
I mean, as long as they see the art in it, as long as they being positive with it.
They ain't being positive with that shit. They starting fucking turf wars. I can't even go to Jacksonville without security.
Yeah.
He's talking about he want to be a rapper, y'all. Oh, I'm trying to find the part where he's talking about the
like me and my brother.
Yeah.
No matter how good I am, like no matter if I'm like the star in college playing football and or making $1 million, I love him just as much as I love you, son. You know what I'm saying?
You jealous? Cause he the baby.
No. Honestly, I love that she loved him so much. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck up, and you like, well, wait a minute. I wonder.
But this is what I want to talk about right here. He's so consumed with envious and jealousy, you guys. Can we pick it back off of this? He's so consumed until he's willing to throw his brother under the bus. He said that when he got in there, he found out at the courthouse that he had an arrest warrant. He said that, oh no, it can't be me. It's got to be my brother. But in his mind, he's a good person. That's how Narcissism is. It's never them. It's always you. He's the better person. Let me finish playing.
You love me the same.
So she will. Because, hey, look.
Jealous over his little brother.
Hell. When I got arrested the other day, my mom told the police walked because my kids in the car. You know what I'm saying? My kids.
So you got pulled over and they took your ass to jail?
I didn't. I went up to the jail to get a document from the records department. I'm like, damn. I just dropped my daughter off at tennis. And because I just picked them up from school, picked my kids from school. So I dropped my daughter off at tennis. Let me go grab this document right quick. So I left the two out in the car, ran in to grab the document. The lady said, hold on, Mr. Hope, one moment. Wait 1 moment for the damn police officer to come and get me. I said, he came out and said, you got a warrant for your arrest. I said, no, they can't be right. You must be talking about my brother. I said, check it out.
Trying to put it on your brother.
Because I didn't know. Because it didn't make sense to me. I'm like, because I don't do shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he said, no. He called. He said, no, it's you. I said, damn, let's look at my kids in the car, man. He said, all right. So he was cool. We walked outside. Called my mom. She came up there.
So he did. That's another thing he did was illegal in Alabama. You cannot leave your children, underage kids in the car. He said that he had dropped Mariah off. And 2 other kids was in the car. The underage kids was in the car. That man left them children in that car by themselves. That's illegal to do. He's so jealous over his brother that he willing to snitch on him. Y'all hear that?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Miss Melanated Energy, you have anything to say about that? Hello?
Oh,
She
she
just
dropped.
dropped off.
Happened.
Okay,
Something
girl.
happened.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just like him to do that because he, like I said, he's trying to paint this picture that Melody's this bad parent. He's been doing that for a long time now. But now we know now that he's the bad parent because he never should have he never should have committed the crime. If he wouldn't have committed the crime, they wouldn't have had to pick him up or arrest him or anything. If he didn't decide to start harassing her, sending revenge plea to her, that never would have happened. So how does he feel it's her fault when he's the one, he pushed her to that point where she had to press charges. She had to do what she had to do to hold him accountable. Martel is mad with anybody who's going to hold him accountable. That's the bottom line. Melody held him accountable for what he did, and he's upset. The kids are not going to be left if he's in front of the precinct, all he would have to do is tell them that the kids are in the car. What is so hard about that?
He told him that the children was in the car, and then they
Right.
allowed him to call his mother. But he could have, them children could walk. He's supposed to take those children inside with him.
Right. That's what I was going to say, too. He could have took them in there with him. He just want to paint her out to be the bad parent when it's him, because it should be no warrant against him in the first place. So if he wouldn't have did what he did, there would be no warrant against him.
Okay, welcome, Sunkiss, you guys.
Hello.
Hello, Sunkiss. Welcome.
And Melanated Energy, you dropped off. You
Yes, I was in the back chat trying to drop my comment and don't know how to get back into the screen, and that's how I knocked myself out. I apologize, but I was ready to talk. I was typing while you was talking. So what I believe is that Martel, I think he has multiple diagnoses. Like right now, I'm like in my clinicals, and I see like he has like a disassociation disorder. I didn't go back into the DSM-5 to like pull up all the particulars about it, but he when Tasha K asked him if he knows who he is and he could not answer that question, I was like, this man does not believe. Like, I think he looks at himself like he's watching himself on TV. Like, I think that he doesn't believe he's out of touch of reality. Like, I think that he thinks that he was the main provider of the home. I think that he feels like Melody is snatching who he is away from him. And it's so weird to look at it. It's like he doesn't believe anything that's going on. Like, he doesn't believe that he did anything wrong. That's not him. That's not him. That's Melody. He literally puts Melody in the bad guy, position. And he thinks that he's Melody. It's weird the way he's so disconnected from what he's actually doing, where he does not take any responsibility. And he right in the conversation, he would it's like he really believes that that's what's going on, and it's so bizarre. This is a real case study. Like, I want to do like a whole research on him. Crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Sunkiss. Welcome, Sunkiss.
Hello. How everybody doing? It is, and that's exactly what it is. He's disassociated just so that he can be able to. It's like a trauma response. If what he's done, he should be punished for everything that he's done. It's not an excuse for him to get away with it. However, it's almost like, for instance, when people say, well, how does one end up with multiple personalities? The brain breaks off, because we're wonderfully made. That's kind of how the brain breaks off at a young age. The brain will break off into different compartments with different personalities in order for that child to be able to deal with what has happened. But it's coming from another slant. And so what a melanated energy said is exactly what it is. He has disassociated so that he can be able to deal with what has happened. So what he'll do is look at the other person and says, you're the reason. He's taking this out on her and say, you're the reason, or other people, and saying, you're the reason why I am going through what I am going through. What has happened to me is your fault. So all the trauma that he's experienced, whatever happened to him at a young age, and now that we know that a person can even be born as narcissist, and then whatever happened to them at a younger age, it could be with them being, touched as a young kid. It can be a bead. It can be heavily anything that's heavily neglected as a child. Their go-to place in order to deal with whatever is going on, if they're being confronted, if whatever it is, in order for them to be able to compartmentalize and be able to deal with that moment, they will immediately go to separate themselves from whatever it is at that moment by saying, yeah, but it is because of you. I am hurting right now because of you. Although I may have done this over here to this particular person, or I may have harmed someone, but I had to harm that person. I had to do this to you because of you. I hurt you because you made me mad. I harmed that person over here because of you. So they have disassociated themselves. They will never take ownership, ever take ownership, regardless of what. They will say, oh, I didn't know, or I forgot. Even though those are blatant lies.
Thank
That is
you.
exactly what they do.
Thank you. Even the kid's not even exempted. He even jealous over his kid.
Yep.
Let me read you all something. I was talking to someone earlier, and let me read you all something that a therapist said. He said once he accidentally, notice he said accidentally. He said accidentally because this is what it is. He said he accidentally had a session with a narcissist. He had a session with him because he didn't know he was a narcissist. He said he confessed to one of the most evil things that he had done. He said he asked him, what do you get out of targeting humans? The narcissist said, I like bringing people down, especially those who are influential, who are empathic, who are strong, achieved a lot in their lives, kind, and compassionate. I get jealous at a point because of how much I love what they have to offer.
Wow.
I destroy their lives and then I ignore them. Now, this therapist concluded with this. He said, that is sadism. That is sadism. Now, that was, remember I said that the one that came with narcissism, it took him 10 years to figure out that there was another ingredient to what these people were that had disassociated or that were refused to come up with that disassociated themselves. He kept saying it's one component it's some other components that's left after all the 10 years that he's researched these type of people. And he said the influence of satanic influence. He said once he got that, he said that is it. When he came up with that's sadism. And you have those people, like he said, all those people that they go after. When they look for people that have a lot to offer. Even if those people are just empathic, they have a big heart, they're sincere, or they may have a quality about them that they're jealous of. You take Satan, and the reason why he went after Adam and Eve, because they were perfect. They had a lot to offer. And what he wanted from God was more than what Adam and Eve had to offer. So he thought, let me segregate them. Let me triangulate. But what he wanted was what Adam and Eve was giving God. So he was jealous of God. And so you take that, and that is what a narcissist wants. So that's why when you look at Martel, he looks at Melody and he wants to take that down, take that away. You look at Carlos King, he wants to take that away from Mel. So that's Satanism. So you all, even when she was on the stage crying, when she said, when all the millimeters were there, he said, "Oh, I didn't know." Yes, you did. You were the first to know. And that is why I said I wish she had to cry in front of him, because when she did that, he didn't own it. Why? Because that is what they do. And that was his way of jabbing her and getting narcissistic supply. And I said to someone, I said, although he was gay, he is gay, that turned him on. That gave him a high, a rush, and a turn on when she showed her vulnerability, because that is what they go after. And so that's exactly what that is. They want to take that down. They want to take that away. And that keeps them always wanting. And that's why I said before the Tasha K, and even I said and then when he did Tasha K, I said he's going to continue. It's going to be more. And here we go again with the striking of the channels and doing all this other stuff. And unfortunately, you all are going to have more content even after that. It's going to be some more after the striking of the content. They
Wow.
don't.
Okay, let's welcome Debbie. Debbie, hi, welcome, Debbie.
Hi, Debbie.
Hey, hey,
How you
Black Titanic,
doing?
Biggie, Cheryl, Melody, Miss Energy. So I guess how you ladies doing on this Sunday?
Doing
Good.
good.
How you doing?
Hey, Debbie.
Hey, I'm fine. You got a little cold, but I'm fine. I'm just fine.
Yes, I want to say one thing. Thank you, Sun Kids. That was right on point. What you were saying. Yes, thank
Yeah,
you for that. Read.
yeah, that's what
Now
I
away.
just say that.
Okay, Debbie, what do you think? Do you? I know I want to piggyback on some of the stuff everybody was saying. We concentrate on this man jealousy and his envious towards his wife and his children, his ex-wife and his children, till he's determined to take her down. He even said on Tasha K, "Oh, just look at me leaks." Because he got jealous at Tasha K, because Tasha says that told him that Melody was up there. She just is up there like the rest of them housewives. They know, oh, she gonna fall, never say never. Look at Mimi Leaks, she done failed, But he just determined that he want to bring this woman down.
Well, he been jealous of Melody. Even in season 1, you could see it. If you go back, he was very jealous of her and her accolades and accomplishments, and that she was very intelligent, a brilliant woman. And he knew this, and he was jealous then. That's why you don't never be at home. You ain't cooking for me. You ain't taking care of me. When men say things like that, it's because they insecure and they're jealous of you. They're not supporting you. They are mad at themselves for their own insecurities, and they don't want to see you do better or go further, and they will never support you. And you could see this in season 1 in him. And he was also jealous of those children because of the love and nurturing that Melody has in her that she pours into her children. He was jealous of that because he never had that as a kid.
Right.
I don't want to say nothing. I don't know what kind of family he was raised with, but you could see he was never. His mother even said she told him to stop whining, and she was gonna want him. Somebody bully you, stop whining and crying. She never showed him affection, so he don't know nothing about how to really love. He don't know how to love. He don't even love himself. So he's always been jealous of Melody. You could see that in season 1. And now that Melody is free of him because he said himself, every time he stepped out on Mel, God took away some blessings. If you look at the Strawberry Letter interview that he did with Steve Harvey, he says that in there. So he knew God had favor on his life as long as he did right. But when he stepped out, God showed him he was wrong and took things from them. So now that Melody has gotten rid of him, because God told Melody to go now, remember that?
Yeah.
God said go. Melody left. That Melody left so she could get favor on her life and do better with her children and love them the way they should be loved and work them as she wanted to with her mind so she could grow. And she had to get away from him to do that. So yeah, now look at him. She's grown. She's moved on. He's stuck in a rut and stuck where she left him.
Okay, let
On
me
Broke
play.
Boulevard. He on Broke Boulevard with what he chose, that bed bug.
Let me play this, y'all. Y'all listen to this.
So that was your other, and you know what? This is what irritated me about Melody, is because for you to go and have conversations with another woman about your husband, and it's cordial conversations.
She was trying to more set me up than me not cheat because she knew what she was doing. She wanted to catch me, almost like she tried to do shit now. Almost like she went to the and filed a report 11 months later. You know, she tried to do shit to set me up so she can, I got you type shit. You know what I'm saying? Just look at all of it. Everything. How she take me to court every other month. You know, anytime I sneeze hard, you sneeze hard, I'm taking you to court. You know what I'm saying? All this abuse shit, she tried to get me. That's it. That's how she knew what she was doing. And I don't think she was like, stop cheating. It's like, I want to catch you and let me get all the evidence I can. Ariane, be my fucking friend. He told Ariane, if he come over, if I call you while he's there, here's the cue. She gave him a fucking cue or something like that. What the fuck? Some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that was some weird shit.
What made you want to step out?
To be real, I didn't want to step out. I didn't want to.
Yes, you did.
I didn't want to.
Exactly.
Right. Because what was the nickname you had called Ariane on the show? I know. I know, but it was out there. Something okay. For her, I say it like this. You and Melody have been married for how long at this time when you met Ariane?
Probably 6 years.
Okay. And you're already courting another woman. And you're courting her. She's saying you.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it right there. Can y'all hear that? He everything. He's still blaming Melody.
Melanie for his cheating. Melanie for this.
That's what he wants to appear to look like.
She's trying to see what he's doing, trying to find out whether he's cheating. It's her fault because she's trying to catch me. So it's her fault. Cheating. It's her fault that you wasn't taking care of me.
But the thing is, he won't own the fact that if he hadn't did any of these things, she wouldn't have anything on him. So how about you just not do it and you all wouldn't be in this place? He's never going to own that. What did you call Ariane? No. What did you, since Melody has done all these things, let's talk about what you called the woman you cheated with, what you called her. Let's talk about that. Nope.
No, he's trying to control it. No, we don't want to talk about that. I don't talk about that.
And he wanted to appear to look like Melody was the problem in their relationship. But he don't seem to get is, I'm a mother of 3. Yes, Melody is sad. She went from being with her babies every day, waking up with them every day, getting them ready for school, driving them to school, waving goodbye, waking up and sugar mama's under her, waking up and all the kids are in bed with her. She have went from being with her babies every day to now only seeing them 2 weeks out the month. which is 14 days out of 30 something days. As a mother, that would tear me up inside.
Yeah.
To not be able to see my babies every day. Melody mentioned that on one of her lives. How that tears her up to not spend every day with her babies. I think until she gets full custody of those babies, there's going to always be that sad part of her that say, God, you know, I got to take these kids over to this monster for the next week on and off. You know, as a mother, I can imagine what she's feeling like, having to have this man over her babies like that. You know, and then he going to say, Melody put her hands on Sugar Mama. That baby sleeps under Melody every day. She don't even sleep in her room. She sleep under her mama when she's there. So he lied about that. He started court. He's the one who took her to court to take her babies away. So now that he can dish it, he can't take it.
Right.
I would keep him in court too. I would keep him in court too because you did it to her. You kept her in court trying to take her babies away. So now she got to turn the tables on him now.
Right. But Cheryl, have you noticed he always said that she's taking him to court. He never talked up the fact that he took her to court first.
He started it. And like Melody said, don't start the fight if you can't win the war. Because now she's at war. Not only can she not spend every waking day with her babies, but now you're trying to take her babies away from her altogether. So she's very sad about that. I don't blame her as a mother of 3. If somebody tried to take my babies away, or I had to share my babies with this monster 1 week and 1 off, and I'm used to seeing my babies sleep under me where I can comfort them and nurture them, and I wake up and they're not there, it's a sad situation. I would be sad as a mother. I'm speaking from a mother. This is what he's doing.
And then he gets to put them on. So I'm with Mel. You want to take me to court over something that's fictitious, and then you think I'm supposed to just sit back? Okay, so you want to do this? Okay, so now we're gonna have the courts make sure you're doing it correctly.
Right.
So while they're with you, the courts. I'm gonna make sure the courts are making sure my babies are as safe as possible.
Right.
So since you got the courts involved.
Because as a mother, she has every right to be upset that she can't spend her all waking moment with her kids. When before she was taking them to school, getting them ready for school, picking them up. They would come home, tell her how their day went in school. These are things she missed. She ain't crying over him. Don't flatter yourself, Martha. She ain't crying over you. She crying because she missed her baby. She want her babies back the way it used to be, where she can wake up with them every day, go to school, take them to school, pick them up from school. That's been stripped from her. And as a mother, I know what that feels like. That's all I gotta say.
I have a theory,
you know what?
y'all.
Oh, go on. Yeah.
I have a theory. I don't know if y'all agree or not, but I have a feeling that it's Marlene that's that's like puppeteering Martel to do all that, heartless, because she don't have feelings. She don't have a nurturing spirit. She was very, she was void of emotion, with Melody. And I think that she, being that, everything went the way it went, I think that like she plant these seeds in Martel's head, and like she grow them. And like, I think that that's where all the energy is coming from. For some reason, I believe it's coming from Marlene. I don't know why.
I'm not taking up for Marlene or nothing like that. But I did see a clip when he came to Marlene and said he got this girl pregnant, and Marlene put her head in her hands, and she was like, "I can't believe you cheated." She said, "You're the reason why your marriage is gone. You're just like your father." So one clip, one little inch, she did let him know that he's responsible for destroying his own marriage, because she said, "You did it before. You cheated on her before."
Right. But also what made me think about that was the time when Melody took her out to lunch and she was eating all that food up real fast, and she was telling Melody that that she had Martel working like a dog, and she was lazy and everything. And I'm like, where did that come from? You went from it's your fault to her son, Now it's like, she blames Melody for being a lazy mom when this is like we see that Melody was doing everything, So that's why I believe that she is, like, for her to say that just proves like how wicked she is inside, to know that Melody was the one that provided her with the house. Melody was the one that provided them with the lifestyle that upgraded their life into a different, income bracket. For her to turn on Melody and say that was very, very, very wicked.
And all Melody cares about.
Let me read this, y'all.
Okay.
Imanje say he is so slow and depraved. He has no moral. His children are watching him. All they see is a monster. Now, I want to take this what Tawana Hill said also. Tawana Hill said, I believe that he had a complete nervous breakdown the moment Coleslaw told him that she was pregnant and keeping the baby this time. Okay, let me hear from Debbie. All right. Tawana Hill feel like he even had a breakdown, Debbie.
Martel might have a whole lot of issues. So, he might have had a breakdown. I'm not a doctor. But I do know this. He lied. He's a he's just a habitual liar.
Exactly.
He told his mama all that stuff. His mama believed him. Do y'all put yourself in Melody's place? Every day her children over there with him. She's wondering, are they all right? I hope he not whooping on them, or cause he like to do the corporate punishment, as he call it. And then you got bed bug over there. Well, your kids is bad. Woo woo woo.
Yeah.
Then she tell him, then he go in there and do something to them kids. Do y'all know how that lady feel? That lady feel that's on her mind day and night. Day and night, night and day.
With them monsters.
You know what? Let me pick it back off of Debbie. Debbie, you're right. I always feel like that because Coleslaw said, "Ooh, them children is bad," and you heard him saying that on Tasha K. He don't be there. She be there with them children. When he come back home, she be lying on them children. She jealous over them kids too, and he take Coleslaw word for it. And then the next thing you know, he grabbing Tank, he grabbing Sugar Mama, he grabbing what's her name? That oldest girl is traumatized. She said, "I don't want to go back over there." She said, "I want to go back over there. If he stopped hitting me, then I want to go. I would want to be around my dad."
Right, but you got to also remember that oldest girl see things, and her antenna and her protection mode is up the whole 7 days that she's there. She have to stand there and protect and watch over them. She never get a chance to relax or sleep or just do nothing or just sit down or be a teenager. A preteen her age, because she have to watch and protect them. She is tired. And then he looking at her because she looked just like her mother. She's tall just like her mother. And he's taking things out on her and Tank.
Okay, let me get back to Debbie. I cut Debbie off, y'all.
I'm sorry.
Okay, Debbie, I cut you off. Go on, Debbie.
You just have to, that Melody can't sleep when her children are away from her. When she sees them, that's why she light up and they light up. When they with him, they don't smile.
Exactly.
They don't smile, and I just pray to God that she gets her children and she can move out of Huntsville and live her life the way she sees fit.
That's right.
Everybody is entitled to their own happiness, especially when they work hard and make it for themselves. She's not asking him for anything, And then he trying to run the court. He don't even have a lawyer. He don't have no money. He don't have no money for these courts. That's why I keep continuing. I got to get a lawyer. Because you got no money to pay man. And then you're running over there, that lady, and you can't even provide food for your children, let alone her children. So those kids don't need to go there. And I fought the courts too. Because the courts are failing those children. They know that They Ben gave him a mandate to get a psyche valve, and they never enforced it.
Yeah, he
That's right.
violated.
That's right.
They
Okay.
never did anything. He should have been in contempt. He should have been made to take that psyche valve long ago when he put his hands on little Tank.
Right. Okay,
And
so
he should have been in jail. And this is too much. What are they waiting on? You know, those courts down there, you know, they slow.
They
They're
hard.
slow.
Okay, Sunkiss, I haven't heard from you.
When it comes to them, you know, the court system, you can tell it's ran by Satan. It's controlled by him. You know, he mentioned it. It's mentioned in Matthew chapter 4. You can tell that it's ran by him because it's set up to protect the guilty and the wicked. You can. It's just, and it makes me angry, and especially with children. I had always said that watching the court system, that's why I would never adopt, and especially from this country. My heart bleeds for kids, and then watching Mel with her babies, just this right here, just watching Mel with her babies, it makes my heart bleed. So I was like, this again, this reiterates what I've always said. I will never adopt from this country. I think it was something mentioned earlier about whether his mother, I think Melanated Energy mentioned this, whether his mother has a hand in this. I don't know. But in my opinion, I tend to agree with that because my egg donor, because I was in the hospital, my sister has lupus, and I always took care of her, even when she was married. But when she was in the hospital, a year after I had walked away, and I learned that she had, had another. She was literally on her deathbed, and they were trying to determine whether they were going to pull the plug or not. So of course I went out there, and I had lost my mind because I thought, this is my child. My child. We finna pull the plug because I was literally, jewelry was flying everywhere. I had lost my mind, and rather her being upset because her child is about to pass away, she was upset because I was there taking care of another human rather than taking care of her.
Wow.
And so she was on the phone gossiping, trying to, keeping stuff started, lying on me, and to the head nurse and the head nurse assistant. They could not believe their eyes, and they were saying, one nurse said, "That's no mother," and she said, "I am so sorry. I said, the truth don't care who tells it. You didn't offend me." And so the administrator they kept so much messed up. The administrator had to literally put them out the hospital.
Wow.
Well, because of that, she couldn't accept the fact that it was because of her doing. But so she got amped up even more. So what she did was had my sister's boyfriend. She was in his ear. And she said she had him. Now, he couldn't really read or write, but she told him what to do to go and get a power of attorney to come in to pick with me, to get some stuff started, and had me put out the hospital so that I wouldn't take care of my sister.
Oh, my Lord.
Now and that's just the gist of it. But when I walked away that day, they haven't seen me since. Now my sister has almost, passed away since.
Right.
But I was done. Now they were looking for me again because they know nobody else can do it better. But here's the thing. That's what she was looking for. So I said that to say this. I can believe, because I know how my egg donor was with all of my brothers, with her being like a battery pack in their backs when it came to all their wives. And here's the thing, I never knew She always played the victim. I never knew. And I have a third eye. But because I'm a loner, she played on that. I never knew. But she destroyed every last one of their marriages. Every last one of them.
You
And
never
the guy,
hold on. You never
Mhm.
knew what?
I never knew that she was destroying their marriages, that she
Oh,
was the
okay.
one. So
Okay.
I can truly believe that Martel's mom was involved, like what Melanated Energy was saying. I can believe that she had a hand sitting back and covertly have it telling Martel what to do out of jealousy of Mel being the woman that she could never be.
I
Right.
did. I did
Right.
start Sunkiss. I did see where she must have been talking to Bedbug, because she's the one that told Melody. She said, "You know, he having a boy."
Yeah.
And Melody said, "What? A boy?" Melody didn't know. Melody
Right.
found out from her that he was having a boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
I
and
say
I
that.
got a more recent incident that took place that I wanted to share with y'all that actually backs up where my antennas went up. It was when the kids when he got arrested and the kids was in the car and Marlene had to go pick up the kids from the police station, and they said that Marlene had the kids when Melody went to go get them. Melody was calling Marlene and Marlene wouldn't answer.
Ooh.
That was one. And then Marlene, what she says she doesn't say. Oh, if she knows that Martel is doing all this to the kids, and all this stuff is happening, and these evidence, and the 56 days and everything, why isn't she stepping in? She's letting it happen.
Mm-hmm.
As a mother, and you're a woman, and you know that this man is doing this to your grandkids. How is it you're not involved in any way to stop it, to slow it down, to tell them to sit, ain't not wrong, my boy. What?
Yeah, when they said he had to get a mental evaluation, what's wrong with you? Ain't nothing wrong with you, son. You a good son.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Good
So
man.
she's lack compassion. That's it. I'm done.
Because allegedly, I heard that's where Melody picked him up at. It was Marlene's house, allegedly.
Okay, Greta Lee said, I remember Melody had Marlene blocked, and she told her she was unblocking her, and Marlene said, keep her blocked. And Mary White said, Marlene is a drinking machine. And it enables her dumb son. Yes. I agree. Yeah. Yeah.
I believe Marlene is scared of Martel. That's why she go along. Cause remember how he got mad at her? Cause he said she didn't say the right thing, or she didn't line forth for him.
Right.
Remember how he acted? So I
Right.
think she kind of stays away from him because she done seen his temper when he was a child. She knows that there's something wrong with him, but she's not going to admit to it because she's afraid of him. That's
Right.
why she drank so much. All that he's done. She's been around him her whole life. She's seen it. She know what he's capable of. So she trying to stay out the way. And she gonna let this play out. And in the back of her mind, she's probably hoping that he do get some jail time so she don't have to be bothered with him.
But Aunt Debbie, did she raise him all her life?
She didn't. She had raised him.
I mean, because his grandmother raised him most of the time.
He was half raised.
She half raised her. She didn't really raise Martel.
Right, he's half raised. Martel don't listen to nobody. You see, he don't listen to the courts. He never listened to his mama, grandmama, nobody else.
I mean, I think he was raised by hyenas. I don't even think he was raised by human beings.
He raised himself.
Yeah, in the woods.
Him and his brother, they said how they used to go around and do things. They raised themselves. They had no guidance
Nobody
in
raised
life.
them.
Okay,
no
you
guidance
guys,
from us.
let me put this on. Let's listen
That
to
you had
this.
stepped out on Melody with. Were there more women?
No. Her.
I don't think nobody else is. But I did see you in Atlanta one time. You don't remember?
Okay. Oh, was it?
You was in a black Suburban. My husband and I was coming out of Capitol Grill.
Oh yeah, that was that was on down the line. That was after the divorce and everything.
Oh yeah, y'all were together at the time. You right.
I was divorced.
I was like, Tasha, I'm like, my husband was like, it was Martel. I was like, oh shit, yeah. So even when y'all talked about the boys' trips, that was Ariana. In the car. Yes. Oh shit. Well, damn.
Yep.
So that.
It's all good.
That's a good punch because if I'm a wife, right? I'm a wife. If I'm a wife, and there's this woman that's been around for so long, at this point I would just have to embrace her, and I felt like that's what Melody did, but it was more profitable to sell you.
Yeah, that's what she did. That's what she's doing right now too, though. That's exactly what she's doing right now.
I mean, I would do it.
You know,
as a woman, you know, if I'm in Melody's shoes, I would sell your ass too. Like. I'm just being honest. Like, it's kind of like, oh, I get higher checks for throwing this nigga under the bus.
That's fucked up, but yeah. And you get more fans, you get more everything because all the women is going through or went through what she's going through. So, but at my expense, and it's horrible. It's horrible. But I think that it should be some type of line drawn, though, how far you would go. Especially you have 4 children, you know?
Yeah.
Because she don't know how long she's going to be where she's at. You know what I'm saying? Because I know things looking good for her right now, but you just don't know.
I don't know. She's morphed into one of the housewives, like big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's that. And with that comes, I mean, it's kind of like Portia and them went through.
I don't give a fuck. Nene was the biggest thing ever in
He mad at her for saying that.
Kids to Nene. 4 little kids.
Yeah,
come on now. Only how good somebody doing. Fuck that. You can fall off real quick.
He got pissed off.
Real quick. Yeah. We all know that. We all see it.
He is so corny.
You can tell that little.
I just wish there was some type of way without television being involved that you two could just. I think it would be more entertaining at this point to have Ariana on the show and to have, her partner on the show and just kind of let y'all go at it at this point. Like how Quad and, Dr. Lunsford did it, like how he introduced his new wife and it's more entertaining that way. Like, oh my God, like I wouldn't say mistress, but another woman, your husband's still on the show. There's a whole nother wife and like
I don't know if she or like Ariana come on and take the spotlight. Yeah.
But Ariana is not his wife.
Y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Now they both intellectual inferior. He's so inferior to Zeus Neck will turn her down, y'all.
Yeah, I heard that.
He tried out for Zeus Neckwood. They didn't want her.
Zeus
allegedly, yeah.
Nobody.
Okay, you guys, y'all can piggyback off of that. Let me start with Miss Melanated Energy. Okay, Miss Melanated Energy. Say, Ariel, go take the spotlight.
I don't believe it. I think Zeus they tried out for Zeus. I don't believe it. I don't believe that he's gonna ever bring her anywhere on a national platform with him. I think not. He hasn't even done the most he did was an Instagram video with her, like she was a fan.
Mm-hmm.
You did. Surely.
That's all he never did anything public with her other than go to the basketball game like she was a fan. No interviews with her sitting by his side. Just the ones that they do on the Instagram. No national platform. No, he would not ever. He wouldn't ever. I think that he's ashamed of her. I think that she's I don't know. It's just too. I couldn't do it, and I know that he's too much of a pompous idiot.
Why would
I have no further comment.
She better learn how to fight. Then she want to come to Seuss. She want to come to Seuss network. She better learn how to fight
Yeah,
because she's not going to be getting up in no women. She's not going to be able to get up in no women's men's faces on Seuss because they're going to grab her and go at her. So she better learn how to fight. She better take some defense classes and learn how to fight because that's what
she is like a coward. She's a coward.
She's a coward. She's not going to be able to handle Seuss because those women on their fight. I've seen Seuss. I've seen a lot of episodes on Seuss. They fight. Jocelyn and them, you see, they fight on that show. Baddies, they fight. They fight. And all she got to do is say one smart thing, and those girls are going to come at her. And they don't care about Martel and nobody else. So she better learn how to fight because she talk about getting on Seuss.
But
they're not going to take her.
Say something.
They ain't going to take her.
A lot of them may like Melanie on the show, and they know she's coming on. Oh, they gonna take it out. They're gonna attack her just because they don't like her and what she did to Melanie and the kids.
Right, they fight on that show. They fight on that show. She
right.
Come on the show and fight, okay? Because that's what they're gonna do. What she got to do is say one smart thing.
I think if she go on that Zeus network, I think that so many millimeters is gonna audition to get on that with her. Child.
Exactly.
And there may be some millimeters already on the show.
They probably on the show already.
Ready to attack her.
Exactly. Did y'all see how mad he got when Tasha K said that Melody was up there with the rest of the housewives? Y'all saw how he changed. Fuck that.
Yeah, you can see it. You can see it in his body.
Fuck that, he said fuck that like 3 or 4 times and out of his mouth, trying to get out what he wanted to say. He was pissed when she said, "Look at Nene, look at Nene. Nene living her best life. Nene not wanting for nothing, y'all."
Right. Either. So he compared her to Mimi and Nene Lakes, and then the fact that you could see it in his body language when he said that. You could see it hear it in his voice. Oh, that just outraged him. And
he better listen to Nene because, like Nene said, you never win when you play dirty. So he better listen to what Nene's saying because he gonna lose. He already lost. So he played dirty and he lost. And Melody has that screenshot too.
And Tasha K acknowledged that Melanie is up there. She's big now. Oh, he don't like hearing that because he wanted her to say something ugly about it. And the fact that she said something positive about her around him, oh my God, thank God somebody was taping it because she probably got hurt saying something negative. He probably jumped on her.
Did y'all notice he throws, especially with 4 kids, he trying to put out there to the guys in the world, ain't nobody don't want her with 4 kids. 4 kids. And those are your 4 kids. You wishing that they don't even eat. You wishing that your 4 kids don't even have a decent place to live and stay if their mama can't provide. That's crazy. That's why I say he jealous over his kids, y'all. He even gonna tell Tasha K, yeah, Melody got the kids. She want the kids on there so she can make money off the children. That's crazy.
Right. But guess who?
She got caught up with reproductive abuse. That's a form of reproductive abuse. And a lot of dusty, broke men does that to burden women to keep them with them because they can't. They need them to take care of them.
And that's girl, you hit it on the nose.
Look who's the one that don't have food in their house though. When you wish bad upon somebody else, look who's the one who don't have food in their house to feed their kids. Every time he wish bad on her, she gonna get more blessings. So,
okay, Miss Debbie, you're quiet over there on us.
Well, my thing is this here: he's envious of male, and I don't see if Coleslaw. I wouldn't even want to be on that lady's show. He want her on there so he can put that baby on there so they can get money, so he can take the money and do what he want to do with it. He ain't fooling nobody. Martel, he know that Coleslaw can't hold a candle to Melody.
Right.
Melody is intelligent. She got more than one stream of income, and he don't even have one. So what is he talking about? You need to get where somebody is before you start talking about they gonna fall when you already have fallen and spiraling and steady falling. And you don't have nothing to fall back on. If on let you go today, you out of there. You don't have nothing. So why you sitting up talking about somebody who has more than one stream of income. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, some men, they talk about women, but they ain't doing nothing. You are that girl both. All y'all do, sit all day on that couch and talk about Mel. Mel not worried about you or her. Mel is doing what she has to do for Mel and her children. So while you sitting on Tasha K over there looking like a bomb, an envious, jealous, narcissistic bomb with no intelligence, you just look real stupid in my eyesight. And Aaron, she told me she want to come on that show. I wouldn't want to come on another woman's show that I done talked about, and she got to provide for me. That's the only way I can make money is get on her platform.
Exactly.
I wouldn't want that as a person. And Martel said, he said in that interview, he don't want to bring her on that show. She just a friend.
Right. That they got to get to know each other again.
Right. She just a friend. You've been there 10 years a slave, taking care of him, his children, having these babies, and all this is stuff to only be reduced to a friend.
Friend. That is true.
I don't see how you can be with a man that will belittle you like that, degrade you like that. Right there, he's saying you nothing to him. You just a friend. He had you babysitting and cooking and washing and getting on your knees and opening your mouth, but you just a friend. He used you the way he want to, but you just a friend.
Right.
And you sit up and take that from that man and sit up and grin in his face. Something wrong with you. He know that girl slow and got issues. He don't care nothing about her, cause if he did, he been got her some help. He ain't getting her no help, and he ain't getting none for himself. Both of them is in the pot calling the kettle black. They in the same boat. Don't neither one of them in the end, they neither one of them gonna have a damn thing. Not even each other.
Didn't even get her rusty braces taken out.
He don't do nothing. He didn't even get a half fix. She don't even, but she lazy too. You get up and get you a job and take care of yourself and your children. This man got you sitting in the house, and all he do is pay. So you say he pay your rent. He ain't getting you that much. He ain't doing nothing for you. We can look at you and tell. He ain't doing nothing for you.
He ain't even paying his own rent.
He ain't got nothing for himself. I ain't gonna have something for you and that baby.
He still ain't bought himself no socks.
He ain't buy himself nothing.
Just in her house with his stink feet.
Okay.
And them old rusty, dusty shoes. Down there, what he got going on? Mel over there wearing Louis Vuitton. The baby's wearing Louis Vuitton. She got on beautiful clothes. She got her a nice condo in Atlanta. She living her life. She ain't studying him. What he got?
Thank you.
What he showed us he bought? He ain't bought nothing yet.
Yeah. Patricia, let me read this. Patricia Ellis Robbins said, Martel doesn't want Arian anymore because it's not any more fun sneaking around after Mel gave him to her.
Exactly.
Yes. Martel is jealous over Mel and her accomplishment without him. Yeah. Anytime somebody say something good about her, he get pissed and his whole personality change.
You know, can I say this? First of all, Mel was you know how when you're the woman at home, when it's the woman at home, she becomes everyday she looks like responsibility. She's no longer the spark or whatever the case is that the woman is at home. See, Ariane was spice. She was viewed as less responsibility because they didn't have kids. She was fun. She was adrenaline. She was all of the above at one point. See, the roles have changed. See, Ariane is responsibility. She's the woman at home. She has the child. She has all. She's the roles have reversed. They've changed. See, Melody is that chick. Melody is untouchable. Melody is that chick on the runway. She has all of a litany of homes, and she's traveling and she's doing everything. See, now Melody looks like Ariane used to look to him. And so when Tasha said to him something about Melody, it asked him a question, and when he went to say Melody, he smiled. And Tasha called him out on that. Oh, no. That wasn't the first time he got called out. But the thing is, he couldn't stop smiling. That came from his crawl. That came from deep within. No matter how much he's trying to hide it, that's what he really feels. And then when something nice is being said about her, because he said, I don't want to say nothing that's going to give her props. But when something nice is said about her, he got mad and got to cursing. See, that's just the exterior of him. That's the exterior, because he's angry, because that is his personality coming out. But if he could benefit from that personality, he would. But that's a part of him. And so with the truth being told, the really deep parts of him, that smile tells it all. But if this goes to show the degree of how I'll just say how him and Ariane thinks. If just like it was mentioned, like Tasha said, oh, well, she's selling you. She's selling, like Tasha said, I will do it too. A business mind woman, if you're going to try to take me down, I'll monopolize. That's what we would do. That's what a woman would do. But instead, look of all the money that has gone down a drain when it comes to him and Ariane. If Ariane had sense, or if he had business sense, if she had business sense, they would say, well, let's take what we have done, what has happened with us, and let's monopolize. Let's monetize off of this. But they wait till 50 years and a day later and say, could we get at least $1 million if she come on the show? No, it's stale. It's trite. We don't want it anymore. It's old. Y'all are old news. Had they done that in the beginning, then maybe Carlos King would be begging for Ariane. But it's stale. And so they're upset now about it. But I promise you, if they had done it right, Ariane probably could have been on the show, but they don't. Studied hating on Mel. You should have been copying her. Yeah, like Tasha K said. But that's it. It's they're I can't. I can't. But
Ariane's a puppet. Ariane's a puppet. I seen a live. I was scrolling through YouTube, and I saw a live that Ariane recently did. And of course, in the background, Knox is screaming and hollering and trying to tell her something. And she's on live, and people are asking. I guess she came in to check in on people. So they're asking her what's going on and all that. And to show that she has this childlike mind, she's on there. She's saying, "I can't talk, y'all. I can't say anything, y'all. I'm in trouble with Martel. I got in trouble. Martel told me don't say nothing. I got in trouble." And I'm listening to her, and I'm like, this girl has such a childlike mind. These are the kind of women that Martel like to be around. Women like Ariane. Just weak and just weak-minded and just childlike, so easy to control her. It's easy to, he don't even have to break her because she's already broken. But when I'm listening to her and I'm like, this is crazy. I mean, she sounds almost as if Martel is her father and not the man she's been with. But she said, I'm gonna get in trouble. I can't say nothing, y'all, because I'm gonna get in trouble. I got in trouble with Martel, so I can't say nothing. Just listening to her, it just sounds so eerie. How a 34-year-old woman has such a 15-year-old childlike mentality.
34.
She's 34.
I didn't know that.
With a childlike mentality, almost like a 15-year-old. And the way she's saying, she's gonna get in trouble if she say anything else. Like Martel is her father or something. It's crazy. He has complete control over that girl. complete
I
control.
believe that's why he won't put on the show, is because, you know, it's going to expose that he lost all of that for something with such a small IQ.
Melanated energy.
It's
IQ
embarrassing.
small. If you could just listen to her, like, who is this man? Your father? You're going to get in trouble. It's just, and you hear Knox screaming in the background, screaming, hollering, trying to get her attention. It's just a hot mess. It's a hot mess. I couldn't listen to no more of it. It's just crazy. He really, really, really has her under 100,000,000% control. Martel is the puppet master. She's gonna get in trouble with him. Crazy.
Okay. Let me read what Clem Gar said. She said, if Martel paid child support, y'all listen to this, Mel would never be free. Lord have mercy. Mel is the main support anyway. I would take my kids and run. Oh my God, y'all know that? If that man was giving that woman money, okay, y'all imagine what we'll be hearing if he were paying child support.
Hey, ain't BT. Remember remember when you said your grandson your grandson was paying $33?
Oh yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. And when you said that, and then you say he expect breakfast and all that, right?
Yeah.
Take that. And I don't mean to laugh. It's just the way you said it. So take that.
I pay bills around here and pay $33 bill on that boy. Oh my God. $33. Yeah, I pay bills around here.
I remember. That's funny.
Yeah, that's equivalent to how Martel do. Because Martel wasn't paying nothing. Everything was coming out of Melody pocket.
My egg donor, if she bought something, if she bought something for $10 10 years ago, we would hear about it. So that's because all they're looking for is something to give them power, control, and domination. So if whoever said that is spot on, if he pays child support, it is over. I wouldn't want it if I were Mel.
Maybe maybe that's why she didn't put him on there, y'all. She know what she's doing with this man.
Yeah.
She just want him to go away. Yeah. Oh wow. Hold it, y'all. I got a cash app. Thank y'all. I looked at my phone. I don't see it in the chat, but it's on my phone. Whoever did the cash app, thank y'all so much. And thank all the content creators for being here. I love all of y'all. Thank y'all. Okay, go ahead on.
I don't think he would pay child support even if he could pay it. He wouldn't pay it. Because Martel, he's selfish.
Anyway, y'all know it's 2 hours. I didn't even think I could do 2 hours because I wasn't feeling well. But everybody gonna say they last goodbyes. Not goodbye, but I'm gonna get off. So I'm gonna start with Debbie and work my way on around. Miss Debbie.
Aunt Debbie.
Let's go. Okay, let's do you, Cheryl, since you already. And Cheryl, melanated, sun-kissed Debbie, and then of course, me and Pinky be up here. All right, go ahead on.
And I love that platinum look that Mel is rocking. That short platinum look. Because everything she touched turns to platinum. So that look becomes her. She's she done found. She's finding who she is. She's doing what she needs to do. Or she wanted her babies back. Once she get her babies back, I believe Melody will be complete. Once she got her babies back for good. And and like I said, I'm still praying for her and hope everything works out for her and those beautiful babies, which I know they will. And that's all I gotta say, really. And like she said, she posted she made a post saying he will reap what he sow. And I agree with her all the way around the board when she made that post. And he will. That's all I gotta say. Yep. And thank you for letting me come up, Miss Titanic. And I'm glad you're doing better.
Right. I'm glad you feeling better, Miss Black Titanic. I love you, Miss Black Titanic. Cheryl, I love you. Pinky the housewife, Sunkiss, Debbie, I love all of y'all. I feel welcome here, and I appreciate everything. Keep Melody and them kids in my prayers that they will be successful be together and get him out of their life. It is very triggering to talk about, the way the treatment that they got and how they feel and everything. I just want them to, be resilient through everything. That's my prayers to them. Amen. And thank you for having me up here. Bye.
Thank you. Sun Kiss?
Oh, I just wanted to say the same thing. I'm right back at you, Melanie. I wanted to say that I'm really praying that Mel and the kids are okay too. I When it comes to this, the way that he operates, my heart is being pulled both ways, coming from Mel and coming from the kids, because I've experienced what they're going through from a child's standpoint and from an adult. Um, if I'm just now, my mind is sitting on him paying child support. I pray that he doesn't get a chance to pay child support, because ever since that's been mentioned some minutes ago, my mind just kind of went there. So I pray that he truly doesn't get a chance to pay child support. But I'm glad that Mel has the support that she has, and I pray that she continues to keep it. And here's the thing: he really has been reaping what he's sown.
Yes.
And he really will continue. It's only going to plummet. Is he going to stop? No, but he's going to continue to reap what he has sown. But what I had wanted to say this little bit right here: when you gray rock and go no contact with the narcissist, going no contact and not acknowledging them is equivalent to gray rocking them. So when we say, I love the fact that we don't really harp on being specific as to what we hate about him. For what he's doing, yeah. But talking about what we hate about him, particularly that what we're glad that he's experiencing certain things. I'm glad that we don't really harp on that, because this may sound weird, but they get off on that.
Wow.
Because if they get narcissistic supply when we go at them personally and say we're happy that they're experiencing XYZ. Because when we do, that amps them up. But what we talk about, we stay in a certain lane. That's how we need to stay. But when we go after a certain way, another way, they really get off on that and laugh. And so I'm glad that we speak in a certain way and stay in a certain lane, and that's how we support Mel in too. So I'm glad that we do that as well. So I just wanted to say that, and just say thank every woman that supports Mel. And I'll leave it there.
Okay, let me read this. Design and decor. Stormy, Tisha, and Kimberly all got off on the video. They saw it. Yeah. She talking about the RP. Yeah, probably did. All of them looking at that RP. He confessed over there on Tasha K that he passed it around. He said, but Arian got it out of his phone, y'all. And that fool ain't got sense enough to know that this man snitching on her. Anything should come down the line, he buttering her up. He gonna be good to her, and that's what he gonna say. I didn't do it. She did it. Yeah. All right. Okay. Who's next? Everybody go. Debbie have a chance to say her last thing. Are you back?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I want to
Deb.
thank you first of all for having me, Miss Black Titanic. I'm glad you're feeling better. I pray for everybody, and just keep Mel and her children and family lifted up in prayer. Pinky, I hope you feel better. I know you're doing well with your therapy. May God bless you and Black Titanic and all the women. And I just want Mel to do what she has to do. Keep doing, Mel. Keep doing your thing, Mel. Don't let that demon stop you. You look good. Your children look good. And you're a great inspiration to women all over the world. keep doing you.
I'm
And
sorry,
thank you
Aunt
guys
Debbie.
for having me today.
Aunt Debbie, did you hear about him being in the clip with Stormy on Love and Marriage? Was she this out?
Well, you know, that's what demons do. They team up. You know,
Yeah,
this is what they do.
Yeah.
Stormy weak minded. You know she weak minded.
Yeah, he's in a scene with her.
So she gonna get with Martel cause Mel won't bow down or take her back as a friend. So now she gonna go be a friend to Martel.
Mm-hmm. He's
And
in
that's
a scene with her.
That's what people do. That's how he get his flying monkeys.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
You
pleasing.
know, we was on the silver together. We know all about this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow! So he's filming with Stormy, huh?
Yeah. He's in the scene with her.
Well, Stormy didn't have nobody to film with because I don't know if she really don't. Melody not her friends, and the Scots, the Scots ignoring her. We don't know about Kiki. She up in the air, so she trying to stay filming. Them two misfit of the show. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He ain't gonna
Stormy just trying to stay relevant.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's thinking about Stormy.
Right.
Let me read
Nobody's
this.
thinking about her. So let her film with that demon.
She another one don't have her storyline on there. What did she choose to do? Bring her mama and her auntie, talk about her grandma, all that. They mama taking care of the grandmama and auntie not helping, but she not talking about her own stuff.
Right.
She another one not. Well, let me read this. Queen Commences says, just putting it out there for confirmation. I came out of my YouTube retirement and made a live about was that Capri Kimmy and the shape shifting Scots. And guess what? They flagged my channel. Oh, Queen Cummins says, oh man, girl, we know you is it still up? Pinky know how to fix that.
Yeah.
Okay, Pinky.
Okay. I'm sorry about that, Queen, that they just, you come out of retirement and they do that. Yeah, what I've been doing, I just have them to fix it. Instead of me fixing it, I send it right back to them and make them fix it. You know, why they want you to edit this out and edit that out. No, I'm not editing nothing out. I send it right back to them and have them to fix it. And within a few minutes, it's fixed. That's what I've been doing, and I even showed Black Titanic how to do it. Let them fix it.
Yeah, they took it down.
They fixed it. How long did it take them to fix yours, Black Titanic, when you send it back?
I gotta check to see if it fits. I didn't even check it.
Yeah.
Anyway, doesn't necessarily mean Rabbit Runner said doesn't necessarily mean Martel and Stormy's scene will be shown. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, they didn't show Stormy party with Destiny, Wonder, in my opinion, and allegedly. That's right. Ain't no guarantee they gonna show it.
They may not even show it, right?
Yeah. So I would like for the Fletchers to stay on there, y'all. I really would. I don't, I know y'all there's a lot of controversy surrounding the Fletchers, but I'd rather see them than the Scots and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I don't
I'd rather see them.
Me too.
At least you're not scamming nobody. Allegedly, and well, ain't no allegedly in my book, but on Black Titanic channel, allegedly, at least they're not scamming anybody and everything. But I do want to welcome, thank for everybody to coming up on the panel. Share.
Have a nice day, y'all. I said, have a nice day, okay?
All right, Cheryl, thank you.
You're welcome.
For all your input. Cheryl and Debbie, Sunkiss, Melanated Energy. Anybody that I missed, thank you all for coming up on the channel and supporting Black Titanic with her super sticker. And then also, not the Cash App. And then you got a new member as well, Janetta.
Really?
Yeah, Janetta Speaks.
Oh, thank you.
New member just started.
Thank you for the new member, and thank you for the super sticker too. Anyway, Pinky, thank you.
Thank you.
Patricia, can you read that? What Patricia Ellis writing and said?
Yes, the devil comes to steal, unalive, and destroy. But right now, Martel isn't filming due to the court order. He may not have a job, and if you don't have a job, I may even bring out my popcorn.
Okay, I'm gonna read these. $2 Tasha K. All right, Tasha K. That come from Mary White.
Thank
Greta
you.
Lee says she messy and she's a narcissist. That's what Mary White say. Greta Lee say Tasha K was playing on Martel's ego to get him to reveal more info. Yeah, she did, didn't she?
Right.
Yeah. I'm gonna say goodbye to everybody. Read this for me. Let me put this up here.
Yeah.
Thinking my throat is getting raw.
Okay.
I gotta get out.
This is from Queen. Common sense.
I hate she didn't come up. Oh, I love to hear from her.
Queen, you didn't come up. You should have came up next time. And before I read that, hi, V Jackson for showing up in the live too. But Queen says my money is a bit funny, Mama. Oma.
Oh, sweetheart. That's
Black
okay.
But when I get straight, I will be joining your membership and sending you another love token. Thank you, Queen. And
you know what, you guys are here supporting me, Queen. Just be here to support me. That's what I like. I need y'all bodies. Oh, thank you, Queen. You got tears in my eyes. Just to even know that somebody would even have a thought like that towards me. It's so Okay, Mr. Wanna Hear my pod. This is my day one person. To Wanna Hear was the first, but I came on YouTube. To Wanna Hear supported me, man. She gathered up other people too. I remember her from day one. Thank you to Wanna Hear. I've been remembering you from day one when I first started. Okay, the Fletchers need to work on their family, especially Chris with his firstborn child.
Ooh, I second that. Thank you. That is a good statement, a comment.
Yeah, they do. And I hope Chris is listening to us. We're not criticizing you, Chris. We're not trying to bring you down, but you can always get it right. Long as your daughter's alive, you can bring it right. And then you got grandkids coming up too. You can get it right with them too. Just keep pushing and keep on. And she might say the door is closed, but what she wants you to do is come and keep reaching out to her. That's what she keeps saying. He don't never reach. She want him to reach out. Leave that wife at home, and you go by yourself. When you and your daughter,
I was thinking the same thing. He wants him, not her, to reach out, but she wants her dad to reach out, not the mom.
Mary Brown said, "You see what Mary Brown saying?"
Martel and Martel and Ariane, which is coleslaw, are too dumb to get anything done when it comes to business. They both could have profit off of their low down dirty deeds. Yes, they could have, but they was too dumb to even profit off that. I agree with you, Mary Brown, on that.
Y'all, Mary Brown, do y'all know how many cash app I got off of his house he was building out there? That girl, she jumped. He could have took that he said he building. He could have let us sing him in action, but he think he beyond that now to pick up stuff off the ground. Who he go pick up stuff off the ground? Coleslaw.
That's
y'all saw him Christmas Eve. Got coleslaw out there and little Chucky Jr. out there picking up trash when everybody else enjoying Christmas and Christmas Eve, getting ready. Yeah.
Because he sees her as a peasant still. He just trying to stroke her ego on the Tasha K live like he don't. But he still sees her as a peasant. Have you ever asked any other of those other women to come pick up trash off the ground for him with their children? No. He got the ones that he feel like they're peasants. He has no love for neither one of them. That's why he wants her to stay as friend for another 10 years if he can get it, and don't want no kids by her. He's not proud of that child. He's embarrassed of that child. That's why
I believe, in my opinion, after this court issue, the RP is over with, he gonna dump her. He's tired of her. He trying to hang on to her because she got to go down for him. You got to go to jail for him, Coleslaw. You going to jail. You going to jail for him, and I believe she'll do it too.
Right. So he have to hang on to her until all this court stuff is over. Because if he don't, she gonna minute he dump her before it's if he dump her before it's over, she's gonna turn on him. And then he's gonna be behind bars. He can't have that. He got to have some woman to protect him. That's coleslaw. And not just protect him, but take care of him. That's coleslaw. Remember in that live with Queen Sheba, you need a woman to protect him and protect him, and what is it? Take care of him.
Care of him, child. Yeah.
Right. So he said that in a lot of interviews.
Let me read this. Hold it. Let's read. I'm gonna read all the Queen comments. She says Coleslaw was acting more like his personal assistant and gopher. Then she said he never had. This is Queen coming. She said he never had Melody outside doing manual labor. No, and you never saw any of them women. Most of them women we see him with, he hugged up with them. Look at he wouldn't even take that girl out there in the pasture where the goats and the cows was over there at Stormy House.
No.
He wouldn't even take her over there. He had somebody else on his arms.
No.
Okay, Queen Cummings says
Hextail.
Hotel is using coleslaw for her feminine resources. And then another one, let's see what she said again. She
her
said
food stamps in her Section 8 housing situation. Coleslaw is a backup to the backup. Yeah.
And y'all know that I wouldn't even consider, if I was her, I would not consider that a compliment, what he said about me on
Queen
Tasha K, because for me to been had 3 babies by you, 1 to survive, 10 years, and you gonna look at the TV and say, well, we friends, we starting all over without the bull and without the bush involved. Yeah.
Right.
All right, you guys.
Starting over with the bull.
I don't know. All right, you guys. I'm gonna end, and I gotta end. I sure do thank y'all. Y'all know my. I guess I'm gonna send my commentary. I'll send that as a free recorder, child. I put a commentary together, didn't even download. Yeah, my commentary for today didn't even download it. It's up there in my files though, but I just didn't download it, y'all. So y'all look for that. I'm gonna put that out. Go back and like all my stuff. Don't forget, y'all know that my co-host, she got her own channel. Make sure y'all go and patronize her too. Tinky, you got something to say, and then I'm gonna say goodbye.
Okay. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all supporting us. And yes, they are striking, but still go back and like anything that you haven't liked on Black Titanic's channel. If you missed a video, go back and make sure you all like it. And you got to remember, we need those likes. Likes what keeps Black Titanic and myself in the algorithm. Go back and make sure you subscribe. And when you hit that subscribe, go up to all. Make sure you get all of our notifications. We need that. And that's going to help support us. But also make sure when you do support us, show us. Even if you got a small blessing, give it. That helps us to keep doing what we're doing, because they're trying to tear us down. And we need you all support to stay doing what we're doing. Keep bringing y'all that information. And Black Titanic, she's boots on the ground. Yes. And they got a court date coming up in April. She's going to be there. So we need her support.
Who got a court date coming in April?
The
garden.
What is
Melody?
Melanie. I'm trying to say it.
I don't go to those no more. They won't let me in there. No, they don't let you in the children. I don't go to those no more. I'll just be sitting outside and wait for everybody to come out.
Right.
But they don't let me in.
But she's still going to report on it, guys. And so please, y'all keep us up in the algorithm, okay?
But I can tell y'all this. Be on the lookout for when Scopes is going to court. I want to be in that courtroom when Scopes and Zen Garden come. Child, I would definitely be in there, but y'all be on the lookout. I can't have like no one day because I'm back in Atlanta. I gotta have at least a week. So I do want to sit in the courtroom with Zen Garden versus Scopes. I'm gonna try to make it. So keep your eyes and ears and be in my DMs today. The court date is this day, and I'm going, y'all. So I'll sit in that courtroom, and so y'all can get the real deal. All right, you guys. Good night. Not good night. Good afternoon. I'm proud of myself. I did 2 hours.
And 30 minutes.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Thank everybody for the cash app. Thank you, Miss Alice, Robbins, Patricia, Tina, Queen Carmen, Tawanda, May, everybody that was here. Any content creator that was here. I know Relly was here a little while.
Yeah.
Mariel. Yeah.
And Black
Rabbit
Tatiana
Run.
may have not told you, but she was in the hospital and she's up talking. Wonderful. I said, you're up talking.
Oh, Rabbits Running. What she say? Simply Beautiful. Did I read this, y'all?
Let me see. Rabbits Running. Simply Beautiful, maybe, but Martel is an able-bodied man that chooses not to work other than the show, in my opinion. Also, he is responsible for the kids' needs when he has them, just as Mel does. Just in my opinion. You're right, Rabbit Running.
All right, bye. Thanks for being here, Design and Decoy, and everybody else.
All right. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye. Love you.
Bye.